Hey guys, how are you? This is Mr. Argueta coming to you from week number 3. I want to give you some updates and let you know what's going on in regards to our course. Give you, a overview of week number 2. Kind of look into week number 3 and 4, and just kind of let you know where you stand. First and foremost, let me just share with you a little bit of what's happening as an entire class. So most of you actually are doing excellent in respects to the discussion is exactly what I'm looking for. Several of you have pointed out during this week's discussion, you noticed a few things that I was really proud of. One, you noticed that it's very difficult to subscribe to one ethical sort of perspective and always make a decision based on that. So I appreciate for those of you who kind of reflected upon it. As you know, the purpose of this is self-discovery. I want you to understand how you make decisions, because when you're in the business world and in a manager's position or leadership position, you'll be making decisions all the time. And when we talk about, ethics and say, for example, you're in an ethical dilemma, it's not a question of it being right or wrong, but what is ethical in that perspective. And one of the, challenges managers have a lot of time is if they're forced to fire or lay off an employee, what decision process do you take to make that decision? Do you lay off the lady who's expecting a baby and you know that she needs this job to continue to provide for her family? Or do you lay off the gentleman who is, a single guy who lives with his mom and doesn't necessarily need the money that the single mom does? So it's really a question of how you approach that decision is a real ethical dilemma. So I wanted you to be in a position where you question, how do you make decisions? How do you come to a conclusion on something that doesn't deal with what's being right and what's being wrong, but what's being ethical? This isn't black and white all the time, and many people have different perspectives of it. So that being said, I think you did a wonderful job. Thank you for your efforts. I understand that these are not the funnest, or this is not the funnest part of the course. I personally get to know you through this platform in regards to the discussions, because a lot of you don't want to make a video. Shout out, by the way, to novella, which in Spanish means a soap opera. Put a video out of her introduction and her cute little boy. He taught us how to, fish. No, maybe that's not the word. Hunt for gators. I encourage you to look for her in the intro discussion. She put up a YouTube video of herself and her son talking about how to hunt a alligator. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Anyhow, and a shout out to her name, because very unique name, Novella. We have a miracle as well in our class. I'm sure she's a miracle as in the term of the word, but her name is Miracle, unless I'm pronouncing it wrong, which in that case you can correct me. All right, so that closes off week number 2. We are moving on to week number 3. In week number 3, you are working on chapters 5 and 6. In chapters 5, I want you to pay close attention to what is a SWOT analysis, SWOT. It's a SWOT analysis, because in our discussion, you are going to pick hopefully a local company or a company you are well aware of, and you are going to create a SWOT analysis, a strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. But before you jump into it, I want you to do a little research on whatever company you're doing, unless you have firsthand knowledge of it. Discover what that business has as an internal strength, an internal weakness, and then look at the external. We talked last week about the external or the macro environments of business. So SWOT analysis are very frequently done, and they're done consistently in regards to where we position ourselves, what's our opportunities, where are we moving as a business, and as managers, we need that information to better manage whatever department or group of people we're working with. If you are a sales manager, you want to know where the business is headed. Where are we going to find more markets or opportunities? So a SWOT analysis is a very important tool in business. I think it's a wonderful tool in general just to understand your position in the market that you're in. So I want you to read up on it, and then read up on a company that you're interested in and do some minor research. I'm not asking you to do any major stuff at this level. I understand this is principles of management. We're not going to go deep into analysis, but we're going to do a very small analysis of a company, whichever one you choose, of your choosing, hopefully of your area. That way you have firsthand knowledge of it, and create a SWOT analysis as your discussion. You do have to reply to 2 other students as well as this video. So please make sure that you are doing everything you can to get all the points you have available to you in your discussion. That's 30% of your grades. So I do appreciate you guys putting an effort in doing all this. I also want to mention that I, thank you for all the comments. I get a lot of people saying that they appreciate the videos. I think it's a great way to connect with you. Once again, I encourage you, if you wanted to do your SWOT analysis in a video format, you're welcome to do that as well. And I put up a video in your announcements on how to quickly make a video and put it into your discussion. So you shouldn't have any issues trying to figure that out now. As always, guys, if you have any questions about what's going on in regards to our class, feel free to email me at largueta. Thinking here, what else I got for you? I wish you the best. Today is a very interesting day in our country. It is Tuesday, of course, the 20th of January, which is a peaceful transition of power. I pray that everything works out for our previous president as well as our future president. It is, once again, not my place to talk about politics in this class. It is my place, though, to help you succeed in whatever your goal is. So I need you to let me know how I can help you. So please feel free to email me. I'm literally answering emails at all time and all day and night as much as I can. Of course, I do sleep. I'm not, although I maybe look like a robot, I'm not a robot. So I do sleep, and I don't answer in the middle of the night, but I probably answer to about 11:30 at night, some emails that come through. If I don't, please don't get alerted to anything. It normally takes an average professor about 48 hours to 48 working hours to answer an email. So I try to do it a lot quicker. For your convenience, feel free to email me if you have any questions. Other than that, I am staying warm. Today is a beautiful day out there. I changed as you can see outside here a little bit. I changed where I am normally seated. I went from one chair to another just to change the view. And in regards to my life, it's been pretty stable, steady. As you know, I'm working from home. So it's getting a little redundant and boring, but it's safe, and that's what's important. Other than that, we're just kind of sitting around drinking coffee, reading your posts, grading your work, and going on from there. So I will be grading the discussions for this week. Please try to go back and make sure that no one has answered or replied to your discussion. I do put up posts on your discussions, so keep an eye out for that. All right, guys, that's it. I think the video is long enough. I hope that you're doing well. As always, stay safe, be careful, take care of one another. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful week.